Let's suppose that you're writing a really important email to a colleague.
Discover card. I'm not a
Hi guys, how are you? Today is 1/10/2017. The time is 6:46 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In front of me, I have a map of New Zealand. If you notice, all the colors are in yellow for a reason, and that is to make it easier for people to understand what's what. So all the twos are in yellow, all the fours are in pink. If you can see, there's a four here. All the threes will be in blue. I'm going to readjust my settings here because I'm not sure my settings are working correctly. So let me see here. I'm going to bring this down just a little bit. Okay, that should work. Hopefully. Okay. Anyway, this is all of just today. I'm going to go back and I'm going to turn on all of the pens and you can see what's happened in the past 48 hours. Actually, maybe all the pens are on. Okay. These are the ones I sent to Dutch already. These are the ones I have yet to send. Now these are just today's. This is since midnight last night, since the bigger one hit. So I'm backing out and letting y'all see what I've seen for today. You can tell the deeper ones, they're not considered deep until they're 200 kilometers. However, I do mark these because the amounts on the end add up. Believe it or not, New Zealand is a little bit different. It's not like most countries I've seen where you can see them, they're deep and then they cause a deeper one. Sometimes they're deep and they are either losing pressure or they're gaining pressure and then they're sending it somewhere else. So if you can see, this is a 3.7. It was 151 kilometers. Here's a 2.2 at 116 kilometers. Here's a 1.8. Then you have a 2.4 to 133 kilometers here at Topo. Then you have a 1.6 at 68 kilometers, a 2.3 at 67 kilometers. Then you have a 2.4 at 42 and a 1.6 at 60. Then we have a swarm that's gone on over here, which is 2.3, 2.1, and 1.7. Then you have a 2.7 at 42, a 1.7, a 1.6, 2.5, 2.2 at 55, a 2.2 at 43. I've seen most of the swarm is still going on over here. And I'm looking to North Island. And if you notice here, it's equal there and here. Now there's a 3 over here, a 1 and a 2, a 1.7 and a 2.2, and a 3.1 down here by Ward. A 2.0, a 2.2, a 2.6. We had a 2.2 at 49, a 2.2, a 2.7. And this was actually a 2.1, but the wrong flag is on it. And then a 2.5, a 2.7, and a 2.3. And if we carve it down, you can still see that there was around 10 twos equal to 3. So this area here hasn't seen any more quakes for pretty much the rest of today. Then there was a 2.3, a 2.2, a 2.5. If we see any more over here, that'll translate to another 3. And then there was a 1.9 and a 1.8 and a 2.3 here at the end of this island, where the quakes are carrying on. Then we had, and this is different, we had a 2.3 over here in Auckland. Normal for there to be quakes over in here because this is considered an area which is no longer active. The volcanoes here, I mean, it's thermal, but it's not considered active volcanoes any longer. This is Auckland Field, it's a volcanic field, but they don't really see quakes down in here. It stays pretty much quiet. Not something that's normal. But if you had recalled a few days ago, I had told you I had seen a quake over this area. So I'm assuming that, maybe some of the pressure is coming through from down here, which comes through, and I think it goes under this area and it strikes off over here. And then we had the 5 over here, and the 5's down here, which come down this way and hit here. So if you follow this, if you see it over here, and I have noticed this, if they're on this area or right in here, they come down this way and they hit here. If they're over here in this area, they follow out this way, like they'd have to be on the side here, but then they follow out this way. If they strike past here towards this side, they come around, okay, they follow this bend, around this way and hit into here. So it's just something that I have noticed. I've been watching that. And then you see the swarms here. Now, when they carry over, they also carry over to here. So if you notice this, and you look at the lines, you can see where they go to. They hit over on this side. So it's just something that I've noticed, and depends on where they hit at, because there's 2 of them. There's one, this here, if you follow this. This is fine. And it comes over this way. And it's pretty much spaced. Anyway, it's just something that I've noticed, and I thought I'd point out. Let me see, we had a 2.2 at 113 kilometers here as well. This here, if there's more around this area, it would translate to a 3. Only so 49 kilometer here today, which is good as long as it stays low. But I've been kind of surprised, like this 2.4 at 146 kilometers in depth. And it was an original. It was at, and I'll show you, if we pull it up on the map here, if I've got it in the thing, I'm not sure I copied it. Anyway, this original was at 96 kilometers, and it's already gone. It was at 96 kilometers in depth to start with. That was a 3.1. They dropped it to a 2.4 and made it 146 kilometers. So I kept it on my maps because I thought, that's kind of impressive. But it was that they dropped the amount down to 146 kilometers in order not to make people nervous or worried or whatever. I find that to be irresponsible. Then you have the 2.4 to 133 kilometers over here on the other side. On the amount of difference between those two would be a matter of 21 miles. Then you have the 151 over here with the 116 sitting right next to it. So notice if they're coming back and they're coming back a mag larger, they're also coming back larger in number 2. Then you have the 2.0 at 96 over here. It's such a beautiful, beautiful country. I may do a turnaround and I'll give you all a flyover, which is something fun I like doing. Okay, I'm going to go around. And I always tilt it up. I like doing this. Okay, we're going to go offline and give you a better look at what's going on here. My thing doesn't want to respond with me, but that's fine. I know how to do this. Okay, This is good to do it this way. Sometimes you get used to where the land's at. Like this is Monaco with heads. Gives you a better idea how big New Zealand is. There was a 2.3 here. And it's beautiful, beautiful. That's the Bay of Plenty over here. This we have 1.5. I'm on at 120 kilometers. It's that big volcano over here. Need it tight. I got kind of a little lost here. Let's go up. That was North Island. We can take a trip down this way. I did this earlier. Idea what it looks like here. It's very beautiful. And you can see where the quakes actually start at. Picture over in this area here. And you can see the spacing on them even better. Like they're all pretty much even. I did check it at one time and they're around 50 miles apart. Which is odd. And look. Let's see. We'll do it this time too. Click from here to this one, to this one. That one's 8 miles. Actually, it's about 8 miles. Okay. Go back. And do it again. And this one. This one. 5 miles. 5 miles, 8 miles. Let's do from this one. This one, 5 miles. This one to that one, 25 miles. This one to this one, almost 5 miles. This one to this one, 5 miles. This one to this one, 6 miles, almost 7. So anyway, that's the difference with that. Then we'll go over here and take a look at this area over here, which is having quakes. You can see where they're at here. I still think it's a lot of movement. sounds like a puppy's in trouble. That's a military area over here. So let's show you how many quakes have happened in the last almost 3 days. If you haven't seen this yet, don't get a shock. Like, I'm gonna pull back. This is 3 days worth of quakes. If you see the country, let me know. This is all of them and not all of them, because I only went back. This would be 48, almost 60 hours. It is a lot. So turn this one off. So you don't see all of them. I'm sorry, my kids just got here, so they're making a lot of noise. You know how kids are. Uh-oh, turn them all off. I do that once in a while. I'm going down to where I restarted. Uh-oh, I missed them. Can't get it back up. Oh well, like this one there. Okay. And this one I did was for Japan. I already may have deleted them, but I may not have. Oops. Anyway, this one was for Japan. I was marking where the ones that had happened over here were 2.5, 3.1, 2.8, 2.7, 2.8, 2.1, 3.5, 4.3, 2.5 and the 3.0, 2.5 and the 2.5. So I had been marking where those were because they hadn't been being reported, and I was kind of concerned about it. Even though they haven't been being reported, they've been being reported on volcano discovery as happening. Anyway, oh yeah, and for to mention, there was a 4.0 at 160 kilometers here last night. That was one of the ones that I'd already sent on to Dutch, so I had took it off of here. I do send these pens to Dutch every day so that he does get an accurate idea of what's going on in New Zealand. Anyway, much love to you guys, and I hope you enjoyed my mini update. I'm gonna come over and check and chat, see if anybody's there. Hi guys, I see y'all there. I did a short update today for you guys. Wanted to make sure y'all got a accurate idea of what you're seeing and what's going on. As far as New Zealand goes, there are still some deep quakes that are going on down there that we need to keep an eye on. I'm of impression that the 7.0 that happened may have taken some of the pressure, but as a yo-yo, I think it will come back. And I think that it's better to be prepared. Don't be scared. Make sure you have a plan. But I haven't seen anything really deep today, which is good. Hi, Alice. How are you? White Mouse, Rio. And who am I missing? I don't see anybody I'm missing, but that's good. Also, I did a little bit of updating underneath the screen. I don't know if, thanks, Lee. I don't know if y'all noticed, I put some new stuff underneath the screen, links for DutchSinse channel. I put a link for Twitch so that you can go to his channel. I put a link for Rebecca the Explorer, so I'm on Facebook. I also help with the Shaky Islands group, which, honest, I set that and 12 other groups up so that there are people from all over the world who can get information, who can find out real time what's going on. Um, and if it's being hidden, then they'll find that too. I feel that it's important to be honest with others and to let them know what's going on. People that come looking, they're looking for a reason, you know, and they're looking for someone to tell them, hey, everything's going to be okay. They're not really looking for the find the channel and everybody be panic. You want people there that are level headed that can tell you, hey, everything's going to be okay. Here's what you need to do. Here's where you can go to get help and yada, yada, yada. They want to know where it happened, when it happened. Sometimes they're looking to make sure their families are okay, that their families aren't in danger, or that their families weren't hit by a big quake. So we have to be supportive. I'm doing better, D. I went to the doctors today, and that infection that was in my feet, kind of, you know, where the tendon thing is in the bottom of your foot, it kind of spread from the sides into there. So I'm going to see a specialist to find out what's going on because the one doctor, even though they had said that they thought I had MRSA, it didn't go away, but it did spread. So they're going to look and see what's going on, and you know, it's kind of painful for me to walk. Um, but that's what I'm going through with that. And it seems to be in the foot that I injured the brevis tendons and stuff on more than it is the other foot. So I'm seeing a specialist now, which is a good thing. At least then I can get it fixed too. And then I have an appointment this next week finally to get my surgery scheduled and done for my elbow and my knee. They're gonna go in and look at the look at the nerve to see if it's totally gone or not. So yeah, I'm going through that. So I have a lot that's going on. And then today I came home and I've been just so wore out that I was lying down on the bed because my stomach wasn't feeling good. I think I ate something wrong and passed out. I woke up thinking it was time for my daughter to go to school. I thought it was morning, and she's like, "No, it's 6 o'clock at night." I'm like, "Oh my god, I slept all afternoon after I got home." So yeah, you got an X-ray and an ultrasound. I hate those. Trust me. They every time I go into one of those things when I have a CAT scan done, I always feel like the machine's gonna get me. It's like I'm not really thinking that I'm claustrophobic, but I get claustrophobia from that. I hope y'all have got a good idea as to what's going on down there in New Zealand. I've been really struggling because you know if there's going to be big quakes, I want to keep an eye on it more than I want to be over here doing videos so that something happens I know real time because I've been tracking every last one of them. So my worry is that people won't get information right away, but at the same time, it helps me to be able to show you all the information up front because there are some people that are tracking them. Now, something I can do if you have Google Earth, if you send me an email, I will send you a KMG file, which you can download into your own Google Earth so you can keep an idea as to where these quakes are hitting. I don't mind doing that so that you can have it for your Google Earth. And if you have a Windows 10, it'll download immediately to Google Earth instead of you having to figure out how to put it there. So all you do is click on it and it goes straight to your Google Earth and it opens there. That way I can help you keep people updated who don't want to sit there and update their Google Earth all day. This is something that I can do. I've been sending it to Dutch so that he gets an idea what's going on. And I was just thinking about it. And it's a good way to help people who are doing Google Earth and trying to track every last one of them, which I'm doing, is to make sure that people are getting accurate information. Now, I personally use GeoNet for the quakes that are in New Zealand. I don't like UMSC because I've noticed that the only ones they seem to put on go on the live streams or anywhere is above a 4 for New Zealand. But yet, I think that the deeper earthquakes are just as important as the big earthquakes are. Y'all can hear me, right? Tom? Unless I'm sitting here babbling to myself, this would be funny. Am I talking to myself? Hello? Maybe y'all are behind me. Yes? Yes. Okay, good. But yeah, I can do that if you email me, which is down there underneath down there in my comments under more. If you email me, I can send you an email, which will have a KMZ link. All you have to do is click on it, and it will go immediately to your Google, and you will be able to see in real time what I see from the minute I get up until the time I go to bed. At night, I have Chrissy Kinder. She tracks all the earthquakes to me. She sends them to me in a file, and I take them straight from GeoNet. So I don't miss any time on them. Um, it's easy to I go to sleep now knowing that I'll have them the next morning. So I keep it going 24/7 instead of worrying about, oh man, I wonder what happened for those 2 hours because they're already missing. Now I have them, and that I'm happy for. And the thing is the way that I've saved them, I found out that GeoNet doesn't necessarily delete them. If I have a link and I can pull it up and show you, I don't know if it'll show you on here, but if I have a link and I can pull it up from a few days ago, let me see. Stop. Okay, might be able to show you this. This is a 2.5. I'm going to pull up. This was from the 9th. This is yesterday. This was at 11:47 p.m. and it was a 2.5 at 64 kilometers in depth. This was 35 kilometers southwest of Milford. So this is yesterday. That's over 12 hours ago. And you know, after 30, which I'm going to show you after 30, they delete them. So just a little bit of information. So mine saves over 3 days. Oh, it did show y'all. Ah, great. Well, I think y'all are behind on here. I kind of don't like the live, but you know what? Yeah, like Dutch said, live means you're 10 minutes behind. Well, yeah. You're watching about 20 minutes ago. You see the pattern on both sides too. Yes. MF, I don't know. What's an M? Wait, no EMF. Emergency medical. What? What is EMF? Sun? Anyway, that I'm able to keep an eye on the last 3 days, and I could actually keep up to a week. So it does help for people to be able to have it. There was a 4.5 Eastern Fukushima that happened. Let me see. I'm pretty sure that happened a few days ago. Unless there's one that happened today. Look over here. A 4.3. Let me see if I can pull it up. I can get it off of Volcano Discovery. There's a 4.3 off of Ibaraki Prefect Sunday, the 8th, January 2017, which is 3 days ago. Was there one today? Let's see. What I like about this is I can also pull up stuff within the Google. It's the top 20 quakes for the past 24 hours. Let me say the top 20. These are yesterday's, the past 24 hours. 7.2 Celibacy, a 6.2 Solomon Islands 9 hours ago, a 5.2 Celibacy, 5.2 Western Indian Antarctic Ridge, a 5.1 Bonin Island, Japan region 8 hours ago, a 5.0 Mariana Islands 14 hours ago, a 4.9 Chile, Argentina, a 4.7 Sabawa, a 4.7 Andreoff, a 4.7 in New Zealand 21 hours ago, a 4.6 near the coast of southern Peru. That was 3 hours and 30 minutes ago. A 4.5, which is 9 minutes ago, and it was 4.5 eastern Fukushima. I'll copy this for you. I'll put this over here in chat. So I found it. There you go. That's helpful. Thank you. Then there was a 4.5 southern Peru 19 hours ago, a 4.4 near coast of southern Peru 2 hours ago, a 4.4 in Greece 12 hours ago, a 4.4 offshore Mexico, a 4.1 northern Peru 13 hours ago, a 4.0 in Yunanistan, 12 hours ago, a 3.9 southern Peru 5 hours ago, and a 3.966 kilometers southeast of Unalaska 9 hours ago. What's funny is I don't see the one that was up there in Antarctica. Where is it at? Unless that was it. I don't think that's it. And then let's go see, do we have any volcanoes for today? Volcano News, Nevada del Rio. What's neat about this is if you click on here, it'll show you a map of currently erupting. So when you see the little thingy here, it'll tell you in current eruption. Pull that up. And then you can see all the ones right here that are erupting for North America. So you have this one and this one, and then these ones down here. And this is over here. This is Stromboli. Then you have the ones down here. I can't really read them really good, but this is the other side. There seems to be one that's erupting over here by New Zealand. Which one this one is? See if it'll open up for me. The one that's erupting over there is Yasur, Yasur, and Ambrium. Both of those. And there's another one that is off of Australia, and its name is Herd. I don't know which one that one is, but apparently these two, Ambrium and Yasur, near New Zealand, are erupting. I'm going to this, and I'll put it over and in the New Zealand site on Facebook so that y'all can see this, because it shows the date on here is, maybe that's not updated. It says 110. Yeah, it's today, 1/10/2017. So I'm going to copy this into here. I'll put this over on Facebook so y'all can see it in a little bit. And I know y'all didn't see any of this because my capture's off. I'm sorry. Okay, so we all see that on here. If you see the one that's over there by Africa, there's two over there. Yeah, it's in the chromatics. I'm gonna put that on over there on the Facebook page, and you'll be able to see that. I didn't notice it until just now. The name of it's Yasur, Yasur. And then there's another one right next to it. So you'll be able to see those. If you look on the screen down at the bottom on that picture, the ones that are right there is the ones I'm talking about. Yeah. Anyway, the ones I'm talking about are right here, if you can see my mouse. And this is New Zealand right here. Okay, so I'm going back to Google Earth. Let me see if I can find them here. Let's go over here. The ones I'm talking about that they're showing are, I guess, right in here somewhere. Let's see if we can find them. One's name is Yasser, and the other one is something else, and it shows there's two over here. So they're over here somewhere. So there's two volcanoes that are relieving pressure over here. So that could be where some of this is going to, which would make sense. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to end, and I'm going back over to DutchSINSE's page. Much love to y'all. Please share my info. I wanted to let y'all know I did set up a new fundraiser. I'm not asking, but if y'all could please share the link, that would be great. It does help me to pay for my medical right now. And share the links so that people know that they can come to the Facebook sites and get information that they need, and share the links for DutchSINSE, which I've listed at the bottom, because that helps them out as well. Yeah, it would make sense. All right, you guys, much love, and I will see y'all over at DutchSINSE's channel. Thank you for watching. I'm actually going to share this to Facebook real quick so that people can come over and look. I don't even know how to spell my own name. I'm not cute. By the way, I was going to tell you, I have a new email address. So all you old timers, you can always email me at that AOL address, and I will always look there first. I don't use Gmail as much as I used to. Gmail is pretty much to link my account. AOL, I always check. I like going there because I can read news and stuff too. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, Rio, thanks for the hearts. And I don't mind y'all sharing my videos. I'm watching, I was going to tell you again, I'm watching things down there closely. I'm hoping that there's nothing big, but I'm looking at North Island and South Island, and both of them are equal to each other right now. So could be in the middle area or down towards the other end. So y'all still have a warning. They're Dutch for the next 2 days. So better be prepared instead of being scared, and have a plan instead of being caught with that one. All right, I'm off. I love New Zealand too. I look at it. It's beautiful down there. I will see you all later. Much love, guys.